What is mental health, first of all, to begin with?
It is a state of mental well-being
Yes.
where an individual can cope with stress
Yes.
and that individual realizes their potential and they are able to work effectively and also contribute to the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how does mental health shape the overall well-being of a society, generally?
If people or an individual
Yes.
is mentally healthy, that person is productive. That person is able to move along with others. And if a person or an individual has mental health issues, then the opposite happens. That person is not productive. That person will always have issues with the relationships with others. At the workplace, there will always be conflicts, and most likely even foregoing work.
Is it only financial issues? Because we've been talking about stress, and people are talking about it's only money. Majorly it's money that actually causes mental health issues. Is it only just money that affects people?
It is neither a major contributor because mental issues arise from different sources. The triggers could emanate from genetic, that means the family history, then the environment at which a person grows or is working, and then also the normal conflicts.
But again, there are issues that obviously you cannot just avoid. Issues to do with conversations, even on politics.
In terms of politics, it's always good to understand that in a competition there is always a winner, and that person will be defeated.
Yeah.
So if you are not a winner, you meant to win, but you don't win, take it positively.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Power Table tonight. My name is Eugene Kwach, and this conversation tonight is on mental health, where we delve deeply into critical issues surrounding mental health, getting to understand what really is mental health, who does it affect, how do you know someone who is affected with mental health, and generally what mental health means. Does it only mean that mental health affects people when you don't have money? Is money matters only the major issue of is money matters actually the major issues of mental health? And of course, we are here with an expert, and she's called Igoji Nchebere, Helen. And of course, Nchebere is an educationist and a counseling psychologist. Thank you so much for joining us on this conversation, the podcast tonight.
Thank you, Kwach.
Yes.
It's good we go through the issues and matters affecting mental health, since it's a growing the global effect on individuals, and see how we can cope with mental problems in case they arise.
Yes.
And also how we can deviate them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Quite interesting. First of all, you are an educationist, a principal of a school.
Yes.
Before we begin, how have you, as a principal, met or faced mental health? Maybe it could be on kids, it could be on parents. Generally, how does it affect the education sector? Mental health conversations.
Mental health, as we say, and we always believe that every person is a candidate to mental health
Issues.
outcome, shortcoming,
Yes.
and the issues.
Yes.
It affects children.
Yeah.
Mental problems can also affect the teachers at school.
Yes.
And they also affect parents and every stakeholder, depending on where problems arise.
Okay.
Yes.
Quite interesting. What is mental health, first of all, to begin with? Because
Okay, mental health,
yes.
we are going to define it according to the World Health Organization.
Yes.
And they state that it is a state of mental well-being
Yes.
where an individual can cope with stress
Yes.
and that individual realizes their potential, and they are able to work effectively and also contribute to the community. If an individual is able to do all that, then we say that person has a good mental health. Yes.
Okay. So there is mental health, and then there is also the mental health issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you have mental health issues,
Yes.
you are sick.
Okay.
You have mental problems.
Okay.
You have mental disorders. Yeah. If you have good mental health, then you are stable.
Okay.
And this is the definition of World Health Organization.
Okay.
That person
Yes.
who is able to realize their potential
Yes.
and to work effectively, and
Okay.
also to be able to contribute fully to the community.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how does mental health shape the overall well-being of a society generally?
Okay. If people or an individual
Yes.
is mentally healthy, that person is productive. That person is able to move along with others. That person is able to have good health relationships.
Yes.
And that person can produce fully in the workplace, can be able to relate well with others.
Okay.
Yes, and if a person or an individual has mental health issues, then the opposite happens. That person is not productive. That person will always have issues with the relationships with others. At the workplace, there will always be conflicts, and most likely even foregoing work. Yes.
Is it only financial issues? Because we've been talking about stress, and people are talking about it's only money. Majorly, it's money that actually causes mental health issues. Is it only just money that affects people,
Okay.
or is it the major contributor?
It is neither a major contributor, because mental issues arise from different sources. The triggers could emanate from genetic. That means the family history. Then the environment at which a person grows or is working. And then also the normal conflicts. Even as you sit, Kwach, you could be thinking of something that is so heavy on you.
Yes.
Or you might have, just as you are coming to work, you might have come across something that is traumatizing.
Yes.
Like an accident, or like people arguing, and people like fighting, and all those are triggers to mental wellness. Yes.
Do you have like specific people or demographic that you can say that these people are more prone to be affected with mental health issues compared to the rest? Or does it just cut across? Or the specific people, as an educationist, probably you'd say that this sect of people are more affected.
Okay, vulnerability is key.
Yes.
To triggers of mental wellness. For example, if we look at the children and women, they are at a high risk of acquiring mental issues. Why? Because these children or the children, they are just dependents. They rely on people to cater for them, to feed them, to clothe them, to provide education for them. And the parents also, for example, women, widows, yes, and single mothers, they are at a bigger risk because the burden of that they carry in their minds is so big. So, and then the neglected also in the society, like the street children or the street families, they are at a bigger risk. But generally, mental problems affect everyone.
Okay.
It's just the level.
Okay. So do we have like specific mental health issues? You've said that money is not the major one.
Yes.
Do we have specific mental health issues that maybe affect people? Maybe that you can mention, say these and these affects majorly, and probably what are some of the ways through which we can then overcome?
Okay.
Yes, mental health issues.
Okay. You told me as an educationist,
Yes.
I would mention that the immediate consumers in education who are learners or students, they are mostly affected by anxiety. Like now, as they prepare for the national examinations, they are not sure of what is going to happen, and especially if the requirements that they need to get to that examination are not catered for. So they have that wavering of their minds, which will of course lead to mental problems like anxiety, even depression, and also alcoholism. Yes.
Wow.
The drug and substance abuse also.
Okay, so how do you overcome in each case? You said alcohol actually affects a lot of mental health. And how does someone who is an alcoholic deeply then, who is someone probably even addicted to it, then overcome alcoholism as a challenge that will probably affect them mentally?
Okay, for the students, there is a department in every school, department on guidance and counseling.
Yeah.
So the students are supported on this. They are guided on the effects and how to get out of use of drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite much interesting. But has NACAD also come up with some ways through which maybe those using drugs can be helped?
Yes.
Rehabilitation outside,
Yeah, there are rehabs, and actually even through NACADA, many rehabilitation centers have been able to, or they have been put up by individuals, by the government, like we see Madari Hospital, and also by private practitioners. Yes.
We have a conversation on social media, because social media has largely contributed to mental health issues, probably pressures. You see people posting things, and there's a lot of also misinformation and disinformation in the social media. How do you go about it? How do you go about it to avoid being affected by social media? Probably for those people who probably just use social media for fun, and probably it comes with pressures as well.
Okay, there is need to have discipline in what we consume from the social media, because the social media in itself is addictive.
Yes.
Once a person gets involved and continuous involvement in using the social media,
Yes.
You become addictive.
Yes.
And this addictiveness is also as a cause of mental illness. So it is good when if people understand themselves,
Yes.
not to what extent you should get into the social medias and what you consume from there. And also, the people who would throw anything in the social medias, it's also good to have control. And also the higher authorities on communication, they need to have a control on what gets into the social media, because some of them will trigger mental problems like PTSD, that is post-traumatic stress disorder, where somebody, maybe you watch something and you remember an event that it came into came your way, and if it was so overwhelming, then you see it triggers the person again, and you just get back, or you relapse into the mental problem that came your way that time. So it's always good to have control on what we consume from the social media, and if possible, avoid. Yes.
Quite much interesting.
Yeah.
But again, there are issues that obviously you cannot just avoid. Issues to do with conversations, even on politics. Or probably someone is running or contesting for a seat, and then they lose the seat. Or someone is supporting another person, and their candidate loses. Some of these conversations lead even to conflicts, where people start fighting. How do you avoid to have, or maybe have conversations that lead even to conflict? Because somehow they start, or rather they inflict on the mental capacity of someone, and then they start the wars and the conflicts and so on. So how do you go about such conversations on politics? Not necessarily politics, but any conversation that will maybe lead to conflict.
Okay, it's good if every individual understands himself and also understand your audience, and also you understand the people you interact with daily.
Yes.
So, for example, like in terms of politics, it's always good to understand that in a competition there is always a winner, and that person will be defeated.
Yeah.
So if you are not a winner, you meant to win, but you don't win, take it positively. If you win, then and it's an applaud to you.
Okay.
So understanding also and empathizing also with the other people, because when you raise conflicts, these are what is going to maybe to extend to the families of this person, extend even to the bigger society. So it's always good to and also learn to manage anger and the emotions, so that they don't drive you to a level where you get into conflicts of fights and even confrontation. Yes.
You also happen to be, as a counseling psychologist,
Yes.
you have an organization. What are some of the cases that you've met a number of times? Probably someone would love to know, what are the types of mental illnesses? Is just, do you just say someone is just mentally ill and that is it, or there is stress, there is this, and how dire are they? Maybe you could talk about the different types of mental illnesses.
Okay. As a counseling psychologist,
Yes.
you deal with the issues through assessment.
Yes.
And on assessment, you are able to know the reporting problem of the person, and also the case now, the real on the ground. So for most of the clients, I see is drug and substance abuse, and that mostly with the students, and also family issues. You find couples coming or having conflicts because of one thing or another, like providing, like maybe mistrust,
Yeah.
like things like also misuse of funds or resources in the family,
Yeah.
and things like also physical sicknesses could also lead to mental problems. Yeah.
Okay. Quite interesting. Are there types? Or maybe stress, you can say this is stress, this is...
Yes, you can be able to, well, on your assessment, you can be able to tell this is just a mild stress,
Okay.
or stress that is, stress that is prone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So most of the times, the people, like, for example, people are wondering, the many people who have actually mental illnesses, but who are these specifically people who are taken maybe to the mental institutions, like Madari, or anyone who has mental health issues is to be taken to Madari?
Okay. There are those that can be dealt
How do you know
with.
that this is severe
Okay.
and this is this can be
Mild.
controlled at
Okay.
home? Yeah.
Yeah, through assessment in the counseling,
Yes.
and also through a psychiatrist.
Yes.
A psychiatrist is the one that treats medically,
Yes.
and a psychologist is a talk therapy. through counseling. So through counseling and through a psychiatrist, there can be, or there is a possibility of measuring the extent to which the mental problem is, and then can be referred to the hospital for treatment.
Okay.
Yes, for example, depression, which is so much pronounced now
Yes.
with the people because of many the economy that is not very favorable.
Yes.
Catering for the children
Yes.
with the very limited resources,
Yes.
and even the children themselves not
Yes.
receiving what they are meant to receive.
Yes.
So there is that depression that is really getting into individuals.
Yes.
And that one, at some point,
Yes.
it must be treated medically.
Yes.
And so there is need for referral to such specialists whom we are calling psychiatrists.
Yes.
And then alcoholism, that one, depending on the extent,
Yes.
can be referred to rehabilitation center.
Okay.
Through a psychiatrist also,
Okay.
because these are the people who will be able to know how much of has been consumed,
Okay.
and how much damage has it done
Okay.
in the person.
Okay.
And then there is anxiety, and suicidal ideations are also there. Yeah, so these ones could be referred to medical experts. Yes.
Okay, and finally, even as we come to the end of these conversations, probably if you look at how people used to see mental health initially, because I realized that initially people didn't talk about mental health as such. The way people now talk about mental health in our spaces today. Is there a difference, for example, maybe in your generation as you're growing up and the generation that you see today? Is there a difference between how people now are talking about mental health? Was it a thing in the past? Is it something, how has it been so far, the changes?
Okay. Before then, there was a lot of stigma on people suffering mental problems. That is when somebody with schizophrenia would be labeled mad. Even depression would be labeled a mad person. And that is the title now you are given. That mad person who works at the market, or that mad person even who is seen on the road walking, and even family members would neglect such a person because they believe he's a mad person. That is the word in quotes, a mad person. But these days, with people have been informed, with the high levels of education, people understanding that it's a sickness like any other, and with even doctors to treat the problem, it has been taken positively. And I would wish to advise anyone who finds it, maybe a family member, a school-going child, students in the universities and in colleges and in schools. If you find anyone that is not mentally stable, not at peace with others, feeling, being driven to taking drugs, it's always good to take note that this person is sick and requires treatment, and take the person positively. Help the person understand that it is just a matter of time, and he will be well. Assure them that they are okay. And also, we also need to avoid stigmatizing them and labeling them, and just understand that it's a sickness like the physical sickness.
Okay.
Yes.
And again, just as you come to the end, probably how can individuals or even communities build resilience, or even how even at the workplace or even in schools, how can the workplace or schools help even the employees or the students to build resilience, or how can individuals build resilience themselves so that when they are faced with mental health issues, then they can even be able to overcome?
Okay, this one requires every person or involvement of every person who is surrounding the victims.
Yes.
If it is at school,
Yeah.
helping the colleagues or the other the students to understand
Yes.
this person,
Yes.
so that when he is treated and he comes, or when he's gone through counseling and he's back, they are able to accept that person, be friendly to him, support him in whichever way, so that he is able to heal. Yeah, if it's in the community, the family members understand this person, they take him positively, and they also take care of him.
Yeah.
And then awareness is created even through the chiefs, through the community leaders, to understand that in the society today, there is so much, also many problems of mental illnesses.
Yes.
So if somebody has such a problem,
Yes.
let's take the person positively,
Yes.
guide the person,
Yeah.
refer them for treatment or
Yes.
for counseling,
Yes.
and take them like just a member of the community or a member of the family.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this conversation. Probably as you come to the end of this conversation, you have a parting shot for on this issue of mental health issues and illness as you come to the end.
Okay. I would want to say that the economy today is not very friendly. Digital life is becoming an issue also. And poverty has grown to a bigger extent. And all these will cause a lot of mental problems on people. It is good when somebody gets to a level where you feel you are unstable mentally. Talk to a friend, share with a friend, share with the person that is around you, talk it out, go for counseling, go to the church. There are pastors to help you, to guide you, and also to pray for you, for those who believe in prayer. And for teachers at school also, look at these children, try to get to, to observe for any symptoms that they may be having, so that you're able to guide the parents, you're able to refer them for counseling or for medications. And for all of us, let us continue speaking out what is bothering us, so that we don't end up carrying a load that we are not able to carry, and finally it brings us down with the mental problems.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I really appreciated having you on this conversation, the Power Table, where we get to delve into issues that, of course, affect Kenyans, and as you are grinding them deeply, so that at least people will understand mental health to some extent. And thank you so much for shedding light on what mental health is, and probably who it affects, and what are some of the issues that bring about mental health, and maybe how we can go about it. Thank you so much also for being our consistent viewer, getting to consume our content. And my name is Eugene Kwach. See you next time. This is the Power Table.